The original Qix was released in arcades by Taito in 1981. A sequel called Volfield was released in 1989, adding a sci-fi spin to the classic gameplay. Volfield would finally make its way to the North American PlayStation in 2003, in the form of a budget title renamed Qix Neo. Like the first game, Qix Neo is a wonderfully simple concept that could have only come from an 80s arcade release. Your goal is simply to draw lines to claim a majority of the playfield. After completing a shape, that area of the playfield is now yours. The alien invasion can no longer occupy the space, and you are one step closer to beating the level. The challenge comes from the aliens. Their movement follows a pattern, but at the same time, they seem to always be moving towards you. If these aliens or their projectiles touch a line you have yet to complete, you lose a life. When you aren't creating a line, you have a shield around you and are safe from projectiles, but you are not making progress. As you claim more and more of the playfield, it becomes much more difficult to draw lines, as there is little empty space that isn't occupied by the aliens, increasing your odds of getting hit. Over time, you'll develop elaborate schemes to try and claim the playfield while minimizing risk. This is where the addictiveness of Qix Neo comes from. It is easy to learn, but difficult to master. You will laboriously draw tiny little rectangles to box in the enemies, only to have the whole plan foiled by one minor misstep. Since this is an arcade title, you are playing for points. The larger the area you clear off at once, the more points you score. The challenge then lies in strategically and methodically decreasing the size of the playfield until you are able to claim a large portion of the playfield at once with a short line. The difficulty ramps up as the alien movement becomes quicker, more erratic, and they start shooting at you with each passing level. Qix Neo includes two modes, the arcade original and an enhanced arrange mode. The arrange mode features the same gameplay, but the graphics and sound have been given a 32-bit upgrade. While these are technically superior, I find there is less contrast and it's harder to see what's going on. I actually prefer the original 16-bit graphics, but I do appreciate there are options available, and this isn't a simple bare-bones release. Unlike the original Qix, Qix Neo adds power-ups that can be obtained by completing lines around item boxes. The boxes usually contain points, but will occasionally contain a speed-up, laser weapon, or will freeze time. The ability to freeze time does break the game, as you should be able to quickly claim the board and destroy the enemies without any risk. The laser and speed-up are much more balanced. My only real complaint with Qix Neo is the sound. There is a constant high-pitched hum rather than background music, and when combined with the constant crashing sounds of the enemies, the whole audio experience is rather obnoxious. Other than that, Qix Neo is a solid game. It has an undeniable 80s feel, and the gameplay holds up quite well after all these years. It offers that easy-to-learn, hard-to-master quality that is lacking in many modern games. If you are even remotely into Twitch-style arcade games, you owe it to yourself to track down a copy. 3 out of 5.